guys, welcome back to my YouTube. So in today's video I just wanted to sit down and have a talking video basically about the last year or a bit over a year of my fitness journey. We obviously have a long way to go. Guess you could say I have a goal in my mind that I'm really far from. However, I'm still proud of like where we've got to today, and yeah, just the progress that I've made so far. So I wanted to make a video just speaking about the things I've done to get to where I am now, and specifically to grow muscle, especially in my lower body. I've definitely grown in my upper body as well, and I can show some before and after pictures, but I feel like my lower body has just improved and grown quite drastically from a year ago. Yeah, I'll just be talking about things that I've incorporated to get to my current physique right now. So first and foremost, I want to say the biggest thing that has helped me be able to grow muscle and strength and overall size has been following a structured program. So I just feel like this is so important, to have a structured program that doesn't change every week. So when I really got back into the gym about a year and a half ago now, I didn't have a structured program necessarily. I would do my own workouts that I just created, and I would say I like hit my compound exercises consistently, and I had my own little Excel spreadsheet and would write in all my lifts and my improvements each week and stuff like that. But the rest of my exercises was still kind of random, or didn't have like a proper, they didn't make sense of like why I was doing that many reps and sets and all of that. So I would consider that still being a little random, and it wasn't properly structured. So in like the first few months, maybe up to 6 months, I did see results, but I feel like that's mainly because when you start out at the gym, you're gonna have all these newbie gains. But then I got to a stage where I felt like, okay, now I'm just like stuck. I don't really see much more progress happening, and I thought by now things would look a little differently. So that is when I found my trainer, and since I started training with Corey, genuinely progress has gone through the roof. Like the first, I think 3 months, 2-3 months, like I already saw major improvements in my quads, in my glutes, everything, arms, back, all the rest. So following a structured program, I could tell was making a massive difference. So the second thing basically is consistency. I don't think you're gonna see results after like a few weeks. It's just a consistent game that you have to show up, work hard, train hard, eat to fuel your body, which is another big one as well. So consistently training and consistently eating to fuel your body is basically what's helped me get to where I am now. For a while at the beginning of last year, I was eating around 1,800 calories, which I believe is just under my maintenance. So when we switched from eating in a calorie deficit to a calorie surplus, which I'm in now, which is for me is 2,400 calories. Obviously it's different for everyone. Everyone's food and calories are calculated to themselves personally, so just remember that, so you don't just go and like take someone else's numbers, because it's not going to work for you necessarily. But yeah, when we switch from eating in a deficit to a surplus, I seen massive results. So that just goes to show being in the surplus is what you need to really grow muscle in a quicker way. I know that you can build muscle at maintenance, but it will just take a longer time, and I feel like I personally would rather put on a bit of extra fat whilst being in the surplus, and then down the track when you're comfortable with how much you've built, you can go in a deficit to lose some of that fat and see really what's underneath. So that is what I've been doing for a while now to get to the growth that we've achieved. So yeah, being in a calorie surplus, eating enough protein, and also eating your carbs, because your carbs is what's gonna like fuel you for your sessions. Like I can tell if I haven't eaten enough carbs in a day and I go to train, I feel like I can, or it's like the past few days, if I haven't eaten enough, I can really see that like show in my session. So yes, eat. And I definitely will do videos on what I eat in a day, because I just feel like it's always interesting to watch, I feel like, what someone eats, and it gives you ideas of what you can add in your routine and just change up some things, or if you just need some inspiration. I feel like protein is a really hard one for some, like for me. I feel like, oh, it's not super hard. I think I've come to be able to fit in protein a lot easier than I used to. I think I just get sick of things really easily, so I'm like sick of chicken sometimes, or the way I cook it, I'm just sick of it. And yeah, there's just certain things that I will eat for a while and then I can't touch again. Like I used to eat tuna religiously all the time, and now I just don't even go to touch it. But there's definitely like heaps of protein sources and a variety of things where you can get your protein from, whether it's meats or other things. So like I have YoPros, which have protein in it, 15 to 20 grams depending on which one, as well as protein shakes. So protein shakes are like a staple for me. I usually have like 1 to 2 a day. Obviously always my EHP Labs, Isopept, or the Blessed protein, both in chocolate flavor I love. And in Blessed protein there's so many other flavors that I love, but the Isopept one I have been reaching for a lot lately. But yeah, a protein shake just always is a great way to add extra protein into your day, as well as your other protein sources. The other few things that have helped as well is learning to rest my body. Resting and recovering is honestly a huge part of growth. And I guess before I had a trainer, I didn't really understand this properly. I was training glutes, or not necessarily glutes, but I was training lower body 3 times a week. I think glutes 2 times a week, and like that's not bad. Like I know some people do this and it works for them, but then again, remember that your body does need to rest and your muscle groups do need to rest before you train them again. So yeah, for ages now I've only had like 1 glutes session a week, glutes and hammies, or now in my strength program I only have like, in my accessory day I train a little bit of glutes, but really not much at all. So just in my last program, or many programs before this strength one, I only had like 1 session a week that focused on glutes and hammies. So I wasn't overly training my glutes and I still made like pretty good progress. That just goes to show, for me personally, I don't need to train my glutes 3 times a week to see results, and you just want to train smarter and not harder. And what's helped me to do that is have my coach, because she has taught me so much, and it just goes to show that you don't need to overly train any body type with a million different exercises to try and get results. It's all about the structure and doing things in a certain way, in a smarter way rather than a harder way, to get the results that you want, and to always prioritize recovery and rest, your nutrition, and all of that. And lastly, I'm going to quickly touch on water. Drinking your water is actually so important. It really actually helps with muscle growth and for the protein to actually go to where it needs to go in your body to help grow. But yeah, I've been drinking 1 to 2 of these a day, 1.5. But yeah, keeping on top of your water really does make a difference. Your body, when it's dehydrated, isn't going to perform to its best, isn't going to recover as well. So keeping water intake high has also really helped me. I actually almost forgot, but there is one more thing that I think has definitely helped me to build size and also to build my strength, and that is creatine. So if you don't know what creatine is, it's firstly one of the most researched like supplements out there, and I think it's one of the safest supplements to use. It basically holds and stores water in the muscles to help them look fuller and to help them grow. So I believe that creatine literally has helped me in so many ways. I feel like after a week of using creatine compared to not, I can see the fullness sort of go down a bit. And I know that sounds funny, but it literally does just help them look that bit fuller. I use obviously the EHP Labs creatine monohydrate, and if you're into the gym and you've been training for a bit, and if you're looking to add like a supplement just to add to what you're already doing with your nutrition training, I think creatine is amazing. So I feel like that's like a really quick summary of what I've done to help me build my glutes and my size over the past year. However, I think I could go into more depth with everything, so if there's anything you want me to go into more detail with, whether that's my eating, specific things I do with my training, or supplements, just let me know and I can definitely speak more on this in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have something to take away from it. I feel like whether you take one thing away from this video or learn something new, that is awesome. So yeah, I'm also quickly going to include in this video me opening my EHP Labs package that I just got. It just arrived, so we may as well open it. This is my favorite protein right now, 1000%. It just tastes so good, and it's like the consistency of a milkshake, so I'm just obsessed. And this is the chocolate flavor. Also got a new shaker because I was due for another one, and then I got two because I couldn't get one of the Oxyglow because I ran out, and that feeling of running out was just like so I got two so we don't run out. But yeah, I'm keen to go more into what the supplements do in a separate video, so just let me know if you want to know a little bit about what I take and why I take it. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you could please like it, that'll mean so much, and subscribe if you haven't. See you in the next one.